Space nerds, welcome in, friends. I was doing some thinking about the new inventory that's coming into Star Citizen. This is mostly what it looks like. This is the concept from last year, but there's a little interesting bit here that I think could point towards a feature they haven't talked about basically at all since they introduced that I think is ripe for this. Now, one of the things that they show us here in the inventory that is functional in the demo I tried, or the test I tried, are these tabs up here. And they're pretty nice. You can see you have them on both sides. What this denotes is anything you have access to. So in this situation, he's got his personal inventory and 3 boxes. Let's say this is one box, this is another, this is another. You essentially can access any of these boxes from any of these tabs. So you could say you got box A is open here. You got some materials in it, you need to move to box C. Okay, but box B is the one with all the storage and everything else in it. So you go ahead and you filter everything over here into box A, right? This is all full. And then you can come up here to this tab and switch from box, I did that wrong. This is box B. You can come up to this tab and switch from box A to box C, and then go right back over to this panel. So you go from box A over here to box B, and then you switch this menu and you go back to box C. So you can move things around in boxes really easily. Same goes for your cargo itself. Vertical tabs are your modular storage. So you got all storage here, core storage, backpack, I think maybe, and legs. This is basically to say it will flow down through your storage as it decides it needs to. If backpack fills up, suddenly it overflows into your core, that kind of thing. But this hints at a big feature. Modular storage is something they talked about a while ago. Let me show you.
So as we saw from the video, pouches and storage are a key part of the Frontier aesthetic. This drives the feeling of survivability. But from here, we thought it'd be really cool to give the functionality, but also some customization options. So let's take a look at a video we just developed internally, and this is for modular storage items on the player.
Okay, I think realistically speaking, it is kind of funny to have pouches of this size, because in reality, looking at the actual size of things in the game, you can't carry that much stuff with these pouches. But I'm sure they're going to be interesting for things like minables and med pens and like the little bits. But everything that they do here, from the placement to the fact that like you get all of the inventories populating on this left-hand side, just to the general functionality of it, kind of screams they needed the new inventory system for this to be worth it. I think they could have done this with the old inventory system, but look at it, dude. It's just not displayed great. It doesn't look great. The functionality is nice, but a lot of quality of life going to be needed past what they could do with the inventory back at late 2023. But that's it. That is it. They have never said anything about this feature. It's never shown up on a progress tracker. It is not on the roadmap. It hasn't come up at another CitizenCon, not in a Star Citizen Live, not in an Inside Star Citizen. Maybe I've missed something, but I don't think I have. They've been extremely quiet on this feature. And I don't think that means that it's gone. You know, it's easy to assume that when they don't talk about a feature, it's because it's been dropped. I think this is weighted on inventory. And I think the functionality was one part of it, but the design and being able to actually split these things out into tabs like this and have it work a little bit better. And honestly, even just make sense when it comes to looting. They've learned a lot about how they want the inventory to work over the last 2 years. I think it could be a sign. Maybe that's something that gets worked on. Probably not a high priority. So I can't say when it might come along, but I would keep an eye out for any sort of sign that modular storage is starting to make a comeback. That and suit lockers are the next big thing to hit kind of the personal suite of features after the inventory. So we'll see. Either way, thought you might use this little reminder, quick update. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for coming here for your news. I'll see you in the next one.